Another beautiful day. Come on. Good boy. Get comfortable. Who told you could be so cute? Look at those little paws. Greetings, loved ones, and welcome back to my channel. I've been showing you a bit of my morning routine so far, but I just realized I haven't actually introed this video yet, so hi. I'm doing today kind of a self-love, self-care day in my life, but also kind of showing my slow routine of what I do to nurture myself and take it easy when I stayed up late the night before. Like last night, I literally stayed up until 4 a.m. So that's why my day is starting off slower than usual today, but it's also Sunday and I always take it easy on Sundays, and I just wanted to share what that looks like with you because it's been a while since I've done any kind of sharing of my routines with you. Anyways, I'm in the bathroom right now and I'm gonna do my hygiene routine. I started brushing my teeth after I drink coffee now because I feel like if you do it before, then you just have coffee toothpaste breath. That's not fun. I'm not entirely sure what today has in store for me, but all I know is I can't be stinker for it, so I'm putting on my deodorant. I use Native plastic-free deodorant, and I have been using their deodorants for so many years. I just love them so much, but I think that the feeling is mutual because Native is also the sponsor of this video. Their 100% plastic-free deodorant still uses the same formula as their regular deodorant, just with more sustainable packaging, which, as someone who tries to buy mostly plastic-free products, made me love them even more. Native is also a proud partner of 1% for the Planet, which means that they donate 1% of all of their plastic-free deodorant sales to environmental nonprofits. The deodorant itself is not sticky and it dries really quickly. It also offers 72 hours of odor protection, so you can wear it all day, even if you're exercising. They are vegan, as well as aluminum, paraben, and cruelty-free, and they offer a wide variety of scents. They have limited edition and sensitive scents being released all the time, so I got 2 of their sensitive ones to try. These are made without baking soda and instead with magnesium oxide, which is derived from the Dead Sea, darling. But similar to the non-sensitive ones, these are still made with familiar ingredients like coconut oil and shea butter. The 2 sensitive scents I got are aloe and green tea, which smells so clean and crisp, just like a new bar of soap. And this is the cotton and lily, which smells like freshly washed sheets. In the non-sensitive formula, I got my all-time favorite scent from them, which is the citrus and herbal musk. This one is just so earthy and warm and cozy, and I could honestly wear it every day for the rest of my friggin' life and never tire of it, okay? That's how good it is. So, if you wanna try Native for yourself, 3 of their plastic-free deodorants would normally be $39, but if you use my link in the description and code MeganHughes6, you can get them for $26. That's over 33% off. And with that code, you can also get 20% off any toothpaste or body wash. Thanks, Native. Okay, and for my hair today, I slept in braids and I washed it yesterday and braided them while they were wet, so I'm just gonna undo the braids and wear it kind of crimpy. And there's still about a half hour left of my local farmer's market, so I might try to hit that up, but I have to put on a cute outfit first, so let's go do that. I have a ton of laundry on my bed, just ignore that, okay? Today we are going for festive and fun. I don't know if that's gonna look good, but we're gonna fucking try. You know what? No, I wanna wear yellow pants. These ones are kind of floods, but I am wearing cute socks. You know when you buy pants and you're like, these are gonna be fantastic, I'm short, I can wear these, and then you wash them once and you're like, fucking floods? Damn it. I love how I have one half undone braid and one full in, but let's put on our outfit right now. Wow, look at me. Cutesy, cutesy girl. Wearing the cutest shirt in the world. I thrifted this at Red, White, and Blue thrift store when I was still living in Oregon. I'm wearing a Horror the Label. They're not producing clothes anymore, it's really unfortunate, but a Horror the Label bra. And then these pants I also thrifted at Red, White, and Blue. And my socks are from Me Moi. I think that's literally the brand. Me Moi. And like I said, these pants are kind of floods, so Maybe I'll wear like boots or something. Oh, and I'm gonna wear these cute little chanterelle mushroom earrings from Mike Horze Clay. I love her stuff. She's great. We got these from the pumpkin patch the other day, but I'm gonna grab an apple cider donut to go. All right, y'all, 15 minutes left at the farmer's market. Let's do a fucking power shop. Okay, I didn't film at the farmer's market just because I was in a big rush, but I got everything that I needed. So just the essentials and stuff to make dinner with this week. I got the last of the tomatoes. At least that's what the farmer said. She was like, I don't even know how we still have tomatoes right now. We covered them before the frost and I don't know if we'll have them next week. And I said, that's okay. I'll get them while they're hot. So I got a little thing of those. I got a golden cauliflower, which I'm very excited about because I kind of want to roast this and use this barbecue sauce on it because one of my friends told me it's really good for making barbecued veggies. And then I got 2 things of goat cheese, which I'm obsessed with goat cheese, and whenever I find it from like a local maker, I always buy from them. So I found 2 little packets of that. She said that that was gonna be their last market today, so I got 2 of them. She was like, it freezes really well, so I'm gonna keep 1 in the fridge, 1 in the freezer. I also got 2 little sweetie treaties. This is a lemon berry muffin and a bread pudding bar. And we got these last time we went to the market and they're so fucking good. So I brought 1 home for Finley and then the muffins for me. I also got this stunning bouquet. I mean, seriously, just look at it. She told me that she was having a lot of fun experimenting with the different pH balance of her water for changing the color of her hydrangeas, which I didn't find out until this year that you could do that. You can drastically change the color of your hydrangeas by just putting the acidity up or down in your water that you place on them. So I just think that's so cool. There's some asters in there, some dahlias, some eucalyptus. I just love that bouquet. I think it's stunning. And then I got our fave coffee. So this is what I've been getting recently, just buying from the farmer's market instead of from Wegmans or something like that. And King Julio really has the best coffee, and he gave me a little punch card today because I'm buying so much from him. And then I also got some arugula, and the farmer that I got this from puts all of the arugula in like these little tiny baskets, and then you can bring your own bag and have her dump it in there, and it's just so great. So that's my tiny little haul today. Not anything crazy, but just some stuff that I wanted to work with this week. It was a success. You can see my filming remnants from the last video that I put up on my channel here, my So Drunk video. So don't mind that, but I have a story for you guys. And I just want to say, I love being really kind to people who are rude and just killing them with kindness. So I was in the parking lot. I parked in between this like small space between these 2 big trucks that had both parked not well. And so I was just like, ugh, there's not much parking here. I'm just gonna squeeze in here. And I was able to squeeze, and I was able to get in and out of my car fine. Like there was enough room for me. And then I got out of the car and I was just, you know, shopping around. And by the time I got back to the car, the couple on the left of me was back at their car. And they were just loading everything into their car and just kind of like glanced over at me. And I was like, are y'all heading out? This is me right here. And the man goes, oh, this is your work. Really rude, like about my parking job. And it wasn't like a fucked parking job. Like I said, I could get in and out. On the passenger side, she could have gotten in and out, and there was nobody on the driver's side. So he could have, worst case scenario, if I didn't come back, like he could have just backed out and then waited in the road and let his wife get in there. Anyways, so I was like, oh yeah, you know, sorry, it was a tight squeeze and there was limited parking. So I just went in and he was like, yeah. And I was just like, what would you like me to do? Do you want me to head out before you, or do you want me to wait for you? And the wife was like, yeah, you should head out first because I clearly can't fit in there. And I was like, okay. And she was not a bigger woman than me. So like she could have also squeezed in the gap and gotten in. Anyways, they were clearly just annoyed at me. So I just got right in my car and backed out and was like, see guys, thank you, and left. And now I'm like, what was that? Anyways, just wanted to tell you about it. I'm gonna feed my dogs now and put away all my little groceries. Time to bring some leftover watermelon I don't want to eat to the pigs. Hi!
Hi, Ducky. Hi, Peachy.
Please be patient, Ducky. I know this is your favorite food. Please be patient. She's not being very patient. Okay, no need to headbutt me more than you already are. Wow, look at your gorgeous glistening coat. One for you. One for you. Oh, don't eat the stick. She accidentally ate a stick. There she goes, off to her mud hole with her delicious favorite snack, just like her mother. Watermelon's her fave. Were you just peeing when I came in, or are you ovulating? These piggies aren't fixed, so I never know. Wow. That's very delicious. Oh, she's on her period. That's what it is. There's not really much more left, so. She's literally glistening. You look gorgeous, Peach. Seriously gorgeous. I wish you guys could have seen how fast she just sprinted over here once she realized I was gonna give them feed too. That's fast, Peach. I spread their feed in like 4 different piles now because they used to have a feed mat in Oregon and now they don't have a feed mat. So I just feed them like on the clover in the pasture so that they'll eat some of that too. And they really they like walking around looking for where I put the food. And it gives them a little bit of exercise trying to find it too, although I do try to feed them separately as well, just so that they don't fight, because Peach is very, very hungry all the time. So much so that she tries to hit Ducky out of the way. I know you're on your period, Ducky. It's actually making a lot of sense that Ducky's on her period because she's been very funny, shoving me around, not really wanting to hang out with me. You PMSing, girl. That's okay. I love you. Larry loves to be my pasture helper. You're so good at that, buddy. So stunning out still. I'm just basking in the beauty. Look at this amazing tree in the pig pasture. It's going from green to yellow to orange to red at the very, very top. Oh, beautiful. Come on, Larry, come on out. Hey y'all, I'm back in the car and I'm just driving over to my in-laws really quickly because I have been working on my Halloween costume for hours and I'm just like perfecting the hat right now, but I don't have a hot glue gun or rubber bands. I need to find both of those. And I'm supposed to go over to theirs later anyways for dinner, but I'm going a little bit early just because I want to work on this before dinner. It's a very chill day today. I was planning on going and getting some stuff from Lush today, and then I was like, I don't want to drive to DC. That sounds horrible. So I didn't. Hi, beautiful Dinah. How are you doing, girly? You're just hanging out? Well, you are really, really beautiful, and that's something that I know about you for sure. You want me to come give you pets? Well, you don't have to ask me twice. You know, Dinah, when I first met you, I don't remember you having that big brown spot on you that you have. It's a big brown line. Oh, that's beautiful. That is so nice. Thanks for being such a sweetie, big-eared woman. I love you. And if I was obsessed with you, what would you say about all that? You love me too? Okay, I'll see you next time. Always remember to take your supplements, brothers. I take magnesium, L-lysine, vitamin D, vitamin B complex, an iron supplement because I am anemic, and a probiotic. It's finally time for a bath. Look. Wow. Incredible. I'm using this bath bomb from Cannabombs, so they're infused with CBD, and this one has 600 milligrams, as well as ylang ylang, patchouli, sweet orange, lavender, sandalwood, jasmine, tea tree, and it's topped with lavender buds, which you can see floating in the water. Can't wait to dive in. I have all of my items here to talk about. I haven't really tested the low light on this camera yet, so let's hope for the best. Hey friends. I'm finally in the bath. And by finally, I mean, oh gosh, it's just been a really long day. And it's really funny that I'm filming like a slow self-care, self-love day in my life today, because after the farmer's market, everything just went rapidly downhill. I'm also currently filming another video at the same time as this one, and it's my So Drunk Halloween costume video. And I didn't finish all of the parts of the costume before I started filming this video, so I thought that, you know, just in some random free time today, I would pick it up and just finish it, and it would be like joyous and fun. But I've been struggling with it all day, and the costume just isn't like turning out how I saw it in my head. And I got so frustrated at the project that I just started sobbing on the floor of my kitchen for like 30 minutes. And then I started crying even more because Finley couldn't fix it either. and I was frustrated that neither of us could do it and that I was running out of supplies and that it's Sunday and the craft store that I got all of my supplies from is closed on Sundays. So I was just really feeling defeated for a few hours of today. And what brought me back to life was having dinner at my in-laws' house and just hanging out with them, and like having a break in between the project really helped me reconvene, and it just brought me back to life because I was feeling really stumped before dinner. Anyways, I know most of you will probably already know about all of this if you watched the last video, but I'm just saying that that's happening on the day that I'm filming this, so I just feel like emotionally drained and exhausted, and like I really needed to just lay down in the bath for a little bit. And I've just kind of let go of the expectations that I had set for myself at the beginning of today to be like really chill and slow and not worrying about anything, because there were things that I had to worry about. But isn't this just life? You know what I mean? Like, you need to find moments to take care of yourself in between the chaotic bits of life. So that's really, I guess, what this video ended up being. It's kind of become more so what I do after I feel really drained or like I need to take some time for myself. And that's take a damn bath. And this is the first video that I've filmed in my bathtub here in Virginia. And it's amazing. It's like this clawfoot tub, and it's really big and spacious and great. And I have all of my products here with me to do my updated bath routine. So I'm just gonna go through the motions of what I normally do and then talk about anything that's changed. So let's start by doing a big shampoo, because I've just been meditating and laying in here for a while, but I need to do a wash now. I'm still using my plain products as my shampoo and conditioner. I love them. And I actually got Finley to start using them as well, which is really exciting for me, because he was kind of a no shampoo kind of a guy. You know, after you've had a big cry and you get that headache and it just seems to not go away? If you have one of those, I just suggest you take a bath and give yourself a nice long head massage and scrub when you do your shampooing, especially getting your thumbs at the back of the nape of your neck. That's great. Also, I know I already said this before I got in the bath, but I haven't tested the low light on this camera yet, and I think it looks pretty good. I mean, you guys can let me know what you think, but it's definitely like keeping me in focus and stuff like that. And it's reasonably well lit in here for just being lit by a big ass candle. Time to rinse. All right, now that we've shampooed, we can condition. And after I use this, I'm gonna brush it through and put my hair up so I can wash my body after and do my face routine, which I've been getting a lot of questions about recently, which I'm flattered that you guys think that my skin is good enough to do another updated skincare routine, because my products really haven't changed at all. And I've actually been breaking out more recently because I just got off my period, and I always break out like around my neck and chin and stuff like that now, and on my chest, which I think I was talking about in a past video about my body acne, which I know is just because I've been sweating a lot in Zumba, and I've been getting the acne especially around where my sports bra is. So I just make sure to hop in the shower immediately after I get home from Zumba. Normally I actually stand up in the bathtub to brush my conditioner through my hair, because my hair's so long that it drags all in the water and washes out the conditioner from the ends, which is really where I want to condition the most. So I'm gonna stand up, but obviously not show that part because I'm gonna be fully naked. So no peeking. I forgot to say I use a wet brush to brush that through my hair. I love the wet brush. I really think it's a fantastic product. Even my brother uses one, which is really great. You know, a beauty product is incredible when you can get a straight man to use it. And then I just twist, twist, twist my luscious, luscious locks up into a bun so I can wash my body. That didn't really rhyme, but that's okay. Tie it off. My camera just died right before I did my skincare routine, so that was wildly inconvenient, but what can you do? While you were charging, I washed my body with this native body wash, the sea salt and cedar one, and it smells so freaking good. And I actually ran out of my last body wash when they sent that to me, and I've been freaking loving it. And you know what else I've been loving? Herbalism from Lush. It never gets old. And I was saying earlier today that I really thought that I was gonna go into DC today to pick up more of this, because I literally have like one wash left of it. But I mean, I already vented to you about my day, and it really wouldn't have worked for the timeline to drive all the way to DC for it. So I'm just gonna try to either order some online or try to get some tomorrow when I drive down to Richmond. But seriously, I've been using Herbalism since like 2015 and it just never gets old. It keeps my skin so clear. And also something that was different actually in my skincare routine. Back in June, I did get these 2 little testers, like really tiny sizes of Happy Skin from Lush when I purchased more Herbalism. So I guess that's how long this normally lasts me, about 5 months, which is awesome. But anyways, I was using the Happy Skin on top of that, like once a week maybe, and I felt like it was really fantastic. So maybe when I go and get more of Herbalism, I'll get a bigger size of the Happy Skin and do it as like a weekly fun treatment or something like that. Now I'm gonna use this Oat and Rose honey mask that I made so long ago, and there's maybe like 1 more use in this. It looks like I'm kind of at the end here, but I just get like a little glob of the honey. It has oats and rose pieces mixed into it. And I wanted to do more of a nourishing face mask tonight compared to like a bentonite clay or something that's gonna just suck everything out of my pores, because I just feel like I need to be rejuvenated and nourished right now, not stripped. My skin has been through enough today with the crying fit I had earlier. It was really a lot. You know when you just have one of those moments where you're like, why am I crying so much at this? But I know it's just because I was really overwhelmed. So I'm really happy that we're doing this together. Normally when I put this mask on, it does exactly what's happening right now, which is ball up all of the oats and then they just fall off of my face. That's fine. There's already pieces of lavender floating in my bath, so I'm just gonna add to it. And while this is kind of just doing its thing on my skin, I wanna talk about my feet. I never normally want to talk about my feet online, but I'm going to be, because I just dug this out of storage. It's like one of those foot shaver things, like a callus remover. And a couple weeks ago in a vlog that I made, I talked about doing the baby foot peel, and I did it and it went pretty well. Your feet literally just turn really, really dry and you have to wear socks for like a week straight while you just lose a bunch of skin. And it's definitely not for everybody, you know, like it could be a little alarming to some, but I was fine with it. And you're not supposed to like physically peel away the skin, you just let the product do what it's supposed to do. So I did that, but at the end of like the 10 days that I was allowing the product to do its thing, I realized that my heels were still pretty rough and calloused, and that I need to go over those with like a foot shaver to get off the rest of the like thicker dead skin. And hiking and wearing Birkenstocks at the creek and the river and all those things, it really just does a number to my feet. So I decided that I wanted to give my feet some TLC, which I literally never do unless I go and get a pedicure. And that's a rarity. That's maybe like a yearly thing that I do. So this just seemed like a little fun thing to do some TLC with. And they also recommend 10 days after you do the peel, you do the baby foot mask, which is like a hydrating, nourishing mask for your feet, and you leave it on for way less time. Like you only put it on for 20 minutes versus when you do the peel, you leave them on for like an hour. And so I did the nourishing mask as well, and I feel like it worked best around my toes and like the ball of my foot. But like I said, just the heel still has like a lot of dead skin. So that's my review of the baby foot peel. Because it's a very, very popular product. When I posted about it on Instagram, everybody replied back immediately and was like, I love this product. People really had a lot to say about Miss Babyfoot. So I'm glad that I tried it because I don't normally do stuff like that. Anyways, I'm rambling now, but I'm just gonna rinse off this honey off my face and rinse my hair out and then get out and show you the rest of my skincare routine. But before I show you that, I'm gonna shave my heels. Not on camera though. And I'm not gonna do it in the bath. I wanna make that very clear. I'm going to do it like over a trash can. Okay, I slipped into my silky robe and I'm gonna go through my skincare routine with you. I lied when I said that there's no new product. I just haven't stuck with this one for long enough to give it a full review. I feel like I've been maybe using it for like a month. I've been taking progress photos with it and stuff like that, so I'll keep you updated, but I've never talked about this actually on my channel, but I get such bad chin hairs, and so I pluck them. I just don't like the texture of it, you know? So I remove them, and they're starting to like darken too on my upper lip. I don't wax my upper lip or like any part of my face. I just like pluck places when I need to. And I'm talking about this on here because I know that a lot of you can relate. And so this year I decided to try to do something about it because I'm not gonna get like laser or something like that. So I got this like hair reducing face oil off of Etsy, and I just like put it on my chin down here and towards my neck, just like any area where I really feel like I pluck a lot. And then I'll do a little bit on my upper lip, and like a little goes a long way. Like I said, I've been using this for a month, and like that's how much I've used of it. And then I just massage it in. And the reason I bought this product is because of all of the reviews on Etsy. And the woman who made this, she said you can moisturize after this has been like properly absorbed. So I'll put this on twice a day. I put this on in the morning and at night. So when I first wake up and brush my teeth, I put it on. I didn't put it on this morning now that I'm thinking about it. Why didn't I do that? I guess I just forgot, but I normally do. Anyways, you really need to use it twice a day to try and see results, like she said. I hope I'm not just being fucking scammed because I just wanted to do something about it. I was just over being like, this is pissing me off, having to pluck so much, like once a week, you know what I mean? But yeah, I really just wanted to talk about it to be like, I struggle with this, and if you do as well, you're not alone, because being a femme presenting person and having facial hair in certain places, you get so insecure so fast. I talked about this like years ago in a video called It's Okay to Be Hairy, and I was like, people have chin hairs, and that's when I like first started really getting them more. But like the women in my family have them, we pluck them, you know, it just is what it is, okay? So I'm just trying a different tactic. Next step in my skincare routine, because we are approaching winter, is using a deep moisturizer rather than just my facial oil. So I've literally had this since 2016, and I just use a single pump of it. And then I get jojoba oil and I put it on top. And then I just massage it all together and put it on my face. There's a very big thing that's different in my routine actually, and it's gua sha. So you guys have heard about like the face rollers. I'm actually gonna use the face roller tonight with this little eye cream from Burt's Bees, just because my eyes are going to be really puffy tomorrow from crying. I already know it. Put too much on one eye, shit. Okay, I'm gonna split that. And then with the little end, I'm gonna go upwards. When you're dealing with the skin around your eyes, you don't want to like tug too much. So I'm just going very gently. Like I'm not trying to tug it back down. I'm just kind of lifting it gently out towards my temple. And I know like the ice rollers are really big right now. And I kind of wish I had one of those. But yeah, these crystal face rollers and stuff like that, that's just a lighter form of gua sha. So gua sha is when you have a little stone like this. My mom actually is the one who introduced me to gua sha because she would work with gua sha in physical therapy on her clients. And I just hold the stone in between like my two fingers here. And I gently kind of pull, but just slightly lift, really. Pulling sounds harsh, but you're just gonna lift up where you're going over. So I'm going from my mouth up to where my finger is. And I'm bringing out the redness in my skin. So you can see it start to get a little bit pink. And that's when you know, okay, then we move on to the next section. Go from like under my nose, scoop it up. I get really red really fast there. And you can feel the heat like generating too. And I do this probably, I'd say 3 times a week, but I hear about people doing gua sha every single day. So it just kind of depends on what you're into. But some people do it to reduce the lines on their forehead, like 11 lines and stuff like that. I definitely have 11s and I've just learned to accept them. But I really like doing gua sha because it just gets a lot of the fluid in your face like moving around and generates skin tightness and lifting. So I've been doing gua sha. I don't know why I haven't told you guys about it. I've been doing it for probably about a year now. The stone that I use is from Wilding, but you could use any cheaper one. Like I really don't think you have to get an expensive one. And honestly, if you didn't want to get a stone, you could probably just do this with your fingers as well. Then I'm gonna go in with this grooved side here and go from the center of my chin out to my ear. So I'm just tracing along my jaw on this side. And then I go in with this side again, my flat side. I rarely use this one that kind of looks like a comb. I really don't know what I would use it for, honestly. And I just go underneath my chin. A lot of people use gua sha to reduce their double chin. And I've just kind of accepted that double chins are genetic in my family, because they are. But gua sha like on your neck is so good for lymphatic drainage. Like right here especially, I can like feel it. So I'm just draining down my neck, kind of out to my shoulders out here. But I generally just try to avoid, I guess on a man it would be like my Adam's apple area, but just like this center part of my throat where my vocal cords are, I try not to go on those. Same thing is you're not gonna wanna move fluid down towards your heart. Anyways, I like using gua sha to spread around my moisturizer on my skin as well. So that's the haps with that. And then if I have any troubled areas like breakouts and stuff like that, I'll just go in with organic tea tree oil and spot treat where I need to. But shockingly enough, after a week of breakouts, I don't need to do that right now. I'm just gonna put my hair up for the night. I still use my little hair towels, by the way. I forgot to tell you guys that. I have 2 of them that I, just cycle through when one is in the laundry. And they're from a brand called Aki. And I went to like a PR event for them years ago and I still use them. They're incredible. They use like a different like microfiber cloth or something like that in it, so it's super absorbent. And it also gives my hair like a nice natural wave because I like twist it all the way up. So if I were to be leaving the house right now with wet hair, like starting my day, I would like scrunch it up a little bit and then leave like this, or braid it. I've been really braiding my hair a lot recently, but I always just brush the top, like just around to my ears really. And then I just get my favorite little scrunchie and I put my hair into a low twisted bun for the night. Because if I don't do this, I literally get strangled by my hair in my sleep and it gets in the way of everybody. It will like go on my pillow and go on Finley's pillow and get in his face and my face. So just gotta keep it out of the way. And then in the morning when I take this down, it'll be even more wavy and all of the fun things. So that is my updated skincare, hair care, bath routines. And I hope that you enjoyed seeing all of these. I'm just going to go and take a deep slumber now because I feel exhausted, honestly. And tomorrow is a new day and we're just gonna get our things done that we need to tomorrow, but I don't need to worry about that right now. I just need to hit the friggin' hay. So I feel like the overall theme of this video and the takeaway for me personally is when you have like a self-care day, it doesn't need to be like, all right, the kids are off staying with grandma and I have no work to do today. That's great, but it's not every day that happens to you. So really what I'm trying to say is you need to find ways to incorporate feel good self-care moments into your everyday routine and prioritize your rest, because it's just not realistic to think that you'll have an entire day just set aside for things where nothing's gonna bother you and you can go and do whatever you want, because that's just not everybody's every day. And I actually listened to a really good episode of a podcast on prioritizing rest recently, and I'm going to link that in the description. The guest was this woman who founded this nonprofit called the Nap Ministry, and they hold space for people to come and take naps, and people will be like, oh my god, I haven't taken a nap in years, like I just never set aside the time. And their whole idea is not just to be like taking naps, it's like prioritizing moments to yourself throughout the day, even if you're not actually sleeping or something like that. Like you're laying, you're resting your eyes, you're meditating, you're having moments to breathe to yourself, to just like stop running around like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to get all of the things done, because you will reach a point where you cannot do that anymore, and then you will be forced to rest, you know what I mean? And you don't want that. So you have to just incorporate it throughout your routine. And I feel like today was just like such a big example for me of like when I'm overwhelming myself with work and trying to do all of these things, whether it's a creative, happy pursuit for me or not, I still strive for perfection in certain things. And then if those things don't go to plan and I'm led to feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, then I just like hit a wall and just like cry. And then I'm like, oh my god, I should be prioritizing myself right now and my mental health and taking a break and like having this moment where I, hang out with family, and then I kind of reconvene and I go back to the project and I see what's going on and whatever. But it's like taking those moments is really what makes your life less overwhelming and the tasks that you do every day more meaningful, and you're able to put more of yourself into them. So that's my speech. I hope you liked this video. It was kind of a nice little TBT for me to go back and share some beauty things with you, because for those of you who didn't know, my YouTube channel originated as a beauty channel. So I used to be Miss Meghan Makeup, but now it's Mrs. Meghan Makeup to you. I love saying that, never gets old. But no, really, it was nice to go back and talk about my favorite products and what I'm currently using and all of those things with you guys. So that being said, don't forget to check out Native in the description box below. And if you want to see more content from me, you can find me on Patreon, where I upload extra content, as well as on Twitch 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. I am there. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. Stay smiling and stay rested. Bye, y'all.